Alexander Dunn here for Planning Better Bike Adventures using Google Maps, Part 5. So again, I'm working on this trip that you've seen in my first several videos, making my way from Seattle, Washington, out to Neah Bay being this far west point. And one thing that the Google Maps wants me to do on my bicycle is take a section of 101 or 112 out here in the middle of the peninsula. And I'm a little hesitant to do so just because there's a lot of traffic and there's not great shoulders. There's big logging trucks, and in the summertime there'll be a lot of people in RVs and loaded up cars with limited visibility, and it just makes me a little uncomfy. I'd like to be off the highway enjoying myself in the woods. So one thing that Google Maps has is the further that you zoom in, the more detail is going to pop up. When I'm here, it looks like there's really only two options to cross this section of the peninsula, 101 or 112. But as I start to get closer, by clicking the plus sign down here, zooming in, I'm soon going to notice that there are actually a whole bunch of these little white lines, and these are forest roads. Forest roads are public roads that are possibly dirt or maybe pavement. And here's a little section as an example. This seems like this would be a really nice alternative to Highway 101, Solduck Hot Springs Road. The problem is I need to get over here to this Forest Road 2929, and it looks as if these roads just don't connect. Solduck goes up the Solduck River, into the mountains, into the park. I got to make sure that the park is a place I'm allowed to bicycle. But assuming it is, I don't want to climb all the way up into here just to get over here. And what's the problem is that the Solduck River is blocking any way of getting between this section and between this road and this road. Now, Google has a couple of other options here, and one of those is the satellite images using satellite mode. I can click this box down here, or just like going to the bicycle maps, I can go up here and click satellite. Satellite is going to give me aerial views of this area. Now, these might have been taken a few years ago, and things, of course, do change, but it gives me a sense. And if I start to zoom in on this little puzzle, something very interesting did pop out at me. This little road over here is Solduck that leads into Forest Road 2918, which is trying to get me over to the road I want to be on, actually has a bridge over the Solduck River. While this bridge shows up on Google Satellites view, it does not show up on the map view. Disappears entirely. So if I were to have rerouted my trip all the way around there, I would have put on 10, 15, maybe 20 extra miles. But knowing this one detail that I can safely cross the Solduck River on a little bridge means that I potentially could save tons of time by not having to go all the way around. Google Satellite View can be used for lots of things. It can show you a little bit more about the highways that you're going to be on. By zooming in on them, you can kind of get a sense of what's around them. If you're planning on camping for the night or renting a hotel, it's a great way to see what the neighborhood is like, or what the forest or the habitat around your campground is like. Is it a reservoir? Is it a logging road? Is it deforested? Is it a clean neighborhood? Is there restaurants nearby? It gives you all kinds of information. So visual information quickly obtained using the satellite view may help with route planning too in situations like finding this little bridge over a river.